Hello, my name's Andrew Godsoul. I've been doing a few YouTube videos recently. Um, Pretty much they're unscripted. I make up with spontaneity and an attempt to humour what I lack in technical expertise. So one of the things I like watching on YouTube is videos where people talk about their record collections. And I enjoy going around record fairs and picking up odd stuff that I haven't got before, that sometimes stuff that I wouldn't necessarily thought about buying. So I recently went to a record fair and came away with 6 records for just £10, and I just thought I'd have a little chat about what I found. So now please don't turn off the video after this one, because it's not actually representative. The first one is the best of Cilla Black. Now it's not the sort of thing I'd normally buy, but it was released, looks like 1968, and I just thought it'd be interesting. There's a few songs that I recognised on there, and one or two that I liked, including a version of the Beatles Yesterday, so I thought I'd give it a whirl. It's also got You Lost That Loving Feeling. Yeah, it's okay. Right, moving on. I think now this is something a bit more impressive. This is Street Legal by Bob Dylan from 1978. I've been thinking about buying this one for quite a while. I've got quite a few of Dylan's albums and quite a few compilations, as well as the regular studio albums. Now, this one here, I'm particularly keen on because it's got a couple of my favourite Dylan songs. First is Changing of the Guards, which if you don't know it, check it out. It's an amazing lyric. It's a very nobody knows, even Dylan himself knows what the song's about. Apparently, I think it's some sort of commentary on the Bible and the rising of Jesus. Well, it might be about something completely different. Who knows? There's also a song on there. No, it's not actually. I'm thinking about a different Dylan album, so forget what I was about to say. Oh, Baby Stop Crying's on there. That's one I like as well. It's one of the first songs I can remember hearing by Dylan when it first came out in 1978. I think I said that already. Right, moving on. Next one is a Brian Ferry album, and if it's not on the front cover, but if you look on the spine, you're not going to be able to see that, are you? But I can. It says These Foolish Things, and this is from 1973. It's an album of cover versions. I've got another Ferry album of cover versions which I quite like. This one's got some quite nice songs on there. Piece of My Heart, Hard Rain's Gonna Fall, which is Dylan. You Won't See Me, which is the Beatles. These Foolish Things, which is an old standard, which I like. So yeah, that's another good one. Now this is another slightly unusual choice for me. The Best of Peggy Lee. I don't know much about Peggy Lee. I've got one of her other albums. I've sort of vaguely known about her for ages. She was sort of a jazz singer. It's probably at her peak in the 50s. And this is a few of her collection of some of her songs from the 50s. I must admit I didn't really know many of them. I got it. I suppose the song that we all know, I hope I've got this right, is Fever, which I think Madonna covered. But make sure I got that right. It's not on here. There's a Best of Peggy Lee Volume 2, and it's not on there either. So presumably she did it for a different record company. This one's Brunswick. I like this because it's, I say, 1960 this was released, and it's laminated with Clarifoil made by British Celanese Limited. I like the old record covers with the laminated bits. Yeah, so there you go. Right, next one. I'm doing these in, I don't know if I mentioned, no I didn't mention it, I couldn't work out what order to present them in. I'm doing them by, sorry, I'm looking to the side because I'm putting them down the side when I finish with them. I'm doing them in alphabetical by artist name. Next one up is Madonna, Borderline. Now this is a 12-inch single which consists of Borderline US remix, Borderline dub remix, and Physical Attraction. I've got quite a lot of Madonna stuff. I always like Borderline, and so I just thought it'd be interesting to hear a couple of different mixes of it. And it's quite interesting actually, because this came out in 1983, and it actually says that it comes from her album Madonna, which was, as soon as she became quite popular, got repackaged as Madonna the first album. So it's quite, it's quite genuinely an early Madonna 12-inch single, because they're still calling her first album by the original title of her first album, if you get what I mean. Anyway, it's quite nice. It's got a nice colourful cover. There's the front, and there's the back. I don't know how well that will show up, but yeah, it's it's pretty good stuff. So I like that. And the last one for today is, here's one for pictures. This is A Period of Transition by Van Morrison, which, if you look at the front cover, has got a whole load of pictures of Van Morrison, not looking particularly cheerful. It always surprised me with Van Morrison. He's had a reputation for decades of being a bit of a grumpy man, but he produces some beautiful music. So there's a whole load of pictures of him, and on one of them is he smiling. The last one on the front cover, he's smiling. And then on the back cover, it's a reproduction of one that's on the front cover, and he's not smiling. In fact, if you look at the front cover, he's sort of sat in a bare room at a bare table. It looks to me like one of those police interview rooms that you see on TV dramas. I don't suppose that's where he was, but who knows. It's anyway. I had to listen to it. It's from 1977 from memory. Yes, it was. Apparently he sort of like disappeared for a couple of years and then came back. And it's not got any of his great well-known songs on there, but there's some good stuff on there. So yeah, I'll definitely be giving that a listen again soon. So that's where we are for today. I hope someone's found this interesting. Thank you for those of you who are watching, and well, thank you, good night, and see you another day. Bye.